Sorry, part two. So, not real smooth. And I'm real picky. You kind of see how picky I am. But here is the kitchen. Here's what the granite looks like. I would have probably have just kind of left this all the way one level instead of upper and lower, because it almost separates. Like you can only use this much space versus using the whole space. This little peninsula, the lights look cool. You see here, bar. And they have it all labeled too. Pretty much every switch is labeled. Shaker style cabinets with a little crown up on top. Got a cool little window above your sink. The floor is a laminate. I don't know if you heard that, but like my foot kind of tips that right there. I don't want to hit it too hard, but I think eventually that's going to end up. Here's another one. You can kind of see it's lifted right there. Yeah. So my feeling on this one, and the refrigerator is going to go right here. My feeling on this one is that this part of the house was the original part, and then they did like an add-on, and then it almost feels like an add-on. It almost feels like there's like there's two add-ons. Here's the front bedroom. It's got the Monterey texture. Decent size room. So the sellers called me once I scheduled the showing, and they sounded desperate to sell. So I'm thinking they're probably using hard money, and they're making payments, and so those hard money loans are pretty steep. The other thing here is that this is lifted, so it would have been cool if it was all the same level, but that is a little bit lifted, so you're gonna have to kind of take a little step up. Here's your washer and dryer. So it's kind of in the kitchen. There's a stove. Honestly, I think that we could probably do better. Got a crack right there. It's always upsetting when like you're flipping a house and you're trying to get it done as soon as possible and you're rushing to get it all done. And then like just when you're almost finished, the foundation starts settling after you do foundation work. It pretty much happens all the time. So this is kind of wonky, right? You walk in and your toilet is sideways. And I think it's just because there was no room, right? They didn't know how to configure it. There was no other place to do the toilet. Here's the second bedroom. Your neighbor. Windows are new there. So then we come here, we have another bathroom. If you come here, there's your tile. There's another step up. This is a significant step up. Closet. You can see all of your lights are labeled, switches. And then close the door, and then you get your shower here. So, little cracks. So yeah, and then like this right here, they just cut the tile. You got like these really rough edges. They sell these little metal trims that kind of go around. That would have been good to use right there. All right. The backyard is pretty neat. Got this little bar section here. Pretty neat. Used to be an ironing board. I would put like liquor bottles, right? That'd be cool to put like liquor bottles right there. Okay, here's bedroom number 3. It does have a closet, but whoever's living here is gonna have to be okay with having a back door. So this is probably be good to use as office space. Got a little bit of cracking here. Try to patch it up. Looks like they put a hole right here. You can kind of see a little patch right up in here. All right. The trim itself, like all the door trim, you can see how rough it is. You know, nail heads sticking out and stuff. This is okay. Door's dirty. You can see the dirt there. Backyard is probably the coolest thing about this house. You do have a rain gutter, concrete. This is the 1.2 acres. No, it's a 0.12 acre. So I'm gonna say, like, because of the location, everything is probably permitted the right way. Everything was done the right way, but it's just a matter of the finish out and the configuration of the home is what you would need to be okay with. It's like they kind of forced it, right? They kind of forced to make it work. It's water heater. Yeah. So water heater is a 40-gallon. I don't see a year on there, but it is a 40-gallon. It looks, I'd say maybe 10 years old or so. Okay, so I think we have a pretty good idea what this one is about, but yeah, I think we could probably do better. Keep looking. At least we know what this one's about. I wanted to make sure that we got here as soon as we could in case it was something we wanted to see or something we wanted to pull the trigger on. Okie dokie. Okay, so that is pretty much a wrap. The ice cream man, here he comes.